Fat, white, liberal women with red-rimmed glasses. You just can't trust them. I want to warn you guys, what's coming up is shocking. Not for the faint of heart. Democratic Socialist Co-Chair Megan Romer on what the plan is.
Okay, so we're going to put up on the screen a few of the things that are part of your platform, and I want to ask you, just give me sort of a true or false on these. Abolish the Senate.
True.
Okay, replace the presidency and Supreme Court as we now know them.
Yep.
Abolish ICE.
Absolutely.
Abolish borders and give amnesty to anyone currently in the U.S. illegally.
As a long-term plan, yep.
Defund the Pentagon.
Absolutely.
Abolish prisons, at least in large part.
Yeah, again, that as part of a long-term program, yeah.
Okay, so no prisons. Government or public ownership of most large corporations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so then let's go back through some of those then. Abolish the Senate. There are people who are in the Senate now who are very supportive of DSA. They lose their seats?
Well, the Senate is an anachronistic institution. It comes from the British House of Lords. It is made to protect power for, the Senate was part of the system that was made to make sure that the people didn't have too much of a say.
Actually, it represents equal representation for each state, regardless of population.
So we want to expand Congress significantly, but make it a unicameral legislature.
Okay, and without the presidency and Supreme Court. So abolish ICE. Would there be any enforcement of immigration laws, or with abolishing the border, we're not enforcing immigration laws, they go away?
Yeah, so again, this is part of this longer term plan, and part of it
But if you
includes,
can get there.
If we can get to the place where the U.S. is not destabilizing countries in order to mine them for resources, there will be significantly less migration.
You think people want to come to America because we mine their resources and destabilize the regions? People want to come to America is because we're great. And this is the land of the free and the home of the brave and equal opportunity. Oh, she must be talking about Venezuela when we snatched Maduro in the middle of the night like a complete boss. More than half the country was psyched. Then they got hit by the earthquake, and then we still sent them $300 million. People want to come here because they love us.
What do you say to those, though, that would potentially destabilize the U.S.? Because there's only so much the economy can bear, and when you have a flood of people coming in, it might not work out economically, according to a lot of analyses, if you just open up the borders and there's no enforcement at all.
Well, we're not saying open the borders tomorrow.
Yes, you are. You want everybody all at once.
We're saying rebuild an economy and a society that works for everyone. And the open borders is part of a longer-term international plan that involves us stopping destabilizing countries. Most people who are coming to this country are coming as economic refugees, and we destabilized their country. We did that.
I want to know how many illegal immigrants this woman has in her house. I wonder if she has locks on her doors or in her car.
Well, a lot of, if you look at data, the Center for Immigration Studies says right now the households here in the U.S. that are headed up by people who are here illegally, nearly 61% of them are on some type of government or welfare program here in the U.S. Can we afford to do that? I mean, at some point you run out of resources.
Well, right now, we make it very difficult for people to participate in society in such a way that they can avoid using services.
Make it difficult? There's 105 million people out of work. There are help wanted signs everywhere. I have 3 jobs. Find a way if you want to work. Most people are lazy, bro.
So we want people to be able to work and live and go to school and actually participate, which means contributing to society.
Community college is free in my state.
And also getting what they need from society. It's a collective choice we can all make.
So if we talk about abolishing prisons then, does that make society better? I mean, is there anybody that should be incarcerated? I mean, rapists, child predators, murderers?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the long-term plan, when we think about most people who are in prison, they are mostly in prison for crimes of poverty.
Wrong. Take a quick search, dude, on the internet. Over 60% of people are in prison for violent reasons, charges, whatever. Not stealing formula and diapers at the local dollar store.
So when
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the really,
yeah,
you know,
no,
like the
I hear
murders
you.
and
So
rapists of the
when
world.
so when we get rid of this need for crimes of poverty to exist, when we get rid of that destabilizing force that creates so many people who are living in desperate situations and doing desperate things, that brings those numbers down to very small numbers, and then we can collectively decide what we do with those people. I suspect it won't look like the prison system.
Yeah. To collectively say, you killed somebody. Well, that's all right. We'll collectively decide it's okay. You assaulted this person over and over again. It's fine. We'll figure out what to do with you.
We know it today.
Okay, but you do think some people need to be locked away from society?
Some people are not able to be functional members of society. That's true. But what does that look like to keep the rest of us safe? We're talking about safety. We're not talking about punishment. We're talking about...
Yes, punishment. Lock them up. They get 3 square meals a day. They can lift weights and play basketball.
making sure that we're safe, everybody's safe, everybody maintains their dignity, and everybody maintains their humanity.
Okay, so much more to discuss. I hope that you will come back, especially as we figure out what the party does.
Please don't come
back. The
back.
Democrat Party.
Wow. This is phenomenal. This is fascinating to me. It's people like Megan Romer that leave guys like Van Jones and Bill Maher, like ready to vote for J.D. Vance. So why is this happening? Trump. They're so mad at Trump that they want to swing that pendulum way to the left.
The anger at Trump has actually fueled the extreme left. And when I say extreme left, I mean really extreme left. You see it on the position with Israel, the lunacy and theatrics of saying we're going to arrest the prime minister of Israel that has no legal basis whatsoever. We're going to defund the police. We're going to close prisons. We're going to open borders. We're going to do away with the U.S. Senate. We're going to do away with the presidency and have a parliamentary government. These are all hyperbolic, rhetorical, theatrical positions, but they are fanning the flames of the far left.
Theatrical or not, we don't want it. Warn all your friends about the far left Democratic Socialist of America Party.